Hello everyone and welcome back to the CnD Podcast. I'm your host Dan, and joining me today is my co-host Craig.
Hello.
And today we are just about to finish our third quarter of the year. So it's time to reflect, it's time to ask questions, it's time to answer questions. It's time to find out what we've been doing.
God, it's been 3 quarters already. That's crazy.
It is actually quite crazy, yeah. I remember after the second one we were like, oh, this is halfway,
It's crazy that Flanagan Isles is so long ago now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So yeah, I can't remember where we left off. I think I'd just come back from Poland in June. So it'll be from there, I suppose. Yeah, I remember, because we were talking about Polish people, weren't we? I think we've spoken about them.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
It's been a while. It's been almost a month, a quarter.
It's been a quarter. Alright, shall we start with... I actually really wanted to start with the Ed Sheeran comment, and then we'll we'll go from there.
Sure, yeah, I'm happy to start with that.
Alright, let me read it out. So we got an Ed Sheeran comment, and to be fair, it's sort of not wrong.
Want to read out the comment?
Yeah, I'm just finding it. Sorry, I should have prepared a bit better. That's the unboxing video. Bear with me. And it is this one. Alright, are you ready for our scathing review?
I mean, it's not about me.
It's our podcast. You share some responsibility.
I mean, fair, but I knew that I made the point to you in the thing that actually he's already spoken about all of this. But yeah, no, carry on. You read it out.
All right, okay. So the comment goes, "Sorry, but you guys need to do more research before reviewing an album. It seems like you have no idea what you're talking about." Which is fair enough. I mean,
Again, not about me.
No, and our last proper review was Equals, wasn't it? And there's been 2 albums since then. So yeah, that was our last deep dive podcast. So anyway, he goes on. He goes, he released a whole album already called Subtract about these personal stories. Why does he need to revisit these stories again? The section is an intro. It's meant to be a recap of his previous projects, where he talks about those experiences in detail. Now, I'm not going to argue. He isn't wrong. So he had released a project called Subtract. Oh, is it called Subtract?
I'm going to argue. If you'd actually listened to the podcast, we did mention this. I did mention that he had covered all these things before. So he's wrong in that comment. I did actually correct Danny on this.
Okay.
I mean, appreciate the comment, but do more research before you comment. I guess all I can say.
Yeah, I won't defend myself. I was wrong. I didn't know he'd done that. I do actually own the album as well, so that's really important. It's appalling of myself, really. But yeah, I just
The original criticism wasn't about the stuff he talked about. It wasn't great songs. They just weren't great songs.
He wasn't talking about anything.
No.
I think that was the issue.
That was the issue. The intro was everything he spoke about, and the rest of it was just fucking garbage.
I think that was the real criticism, was his storytelling wasn't there. You know, even when, like, after the podcast we listened to Rituals, I think it was, and Craig was like, "Whoa, why wasn't the whole album like this?" Like,
yeah, yeah,
because there's some good storytelling in there. There's like actual like regrets he has, and
the album should have been that. It should have been the shit we got.
And I get it's supposed to be like all positive and stuff. Then tell some positive stories. Just like, it doesn't have to be like just, I don't know, just like really not just, I don't know.
It wasn't fun.
No.
It was a chore to listen to.
Yeah, especially towards the end. It was a bit like, all right, we get it.
I actually found myself looking at the song list and going, how many's left?
Yeah. And
there was no substance to it.
I've got the deluxe edition on CD, and Rituals wasn't on it. And I was like, what? So I don't know.
So the deluxe edition is only... Spotify is the only place that has that song?
I mean, it looks like it, unless there's like another reissue that I don't have. Like, yeah, there's only 2 bonus tracks, and the Spotify's got 5. So, yeah. I don't know if maybe he recorded it really late and it just didn't make the cut for the CD, but again, like, I don't know, like, that's just yeah. It almost feels like it was rushed out. Maybe he just hadn't like.
Oh, yeah, 100% a money grab, 100%.
Yeah.
But for no reason, because he doesn't need the money. It's crazy.
No, he doesn't.
It was a pointless money grab. If anything, it just pissed people off.
Yeah, it's annoying because Spotify. I use Spotify's DJ thing, and it just keeps going. Oh, you love Ed Sheeran. Here's some more Ed Sheeran. I'm like, oh, okay.
And just immediate skip.
And it told me I was like the top. I think I was the top 1,000 or 10,000 listeners or something that day.
Well, that's why, because no one was listening to it.
Oh no, I was the first. Sorry, I was in the first like 1,000 listeners of the whole album or something. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it wasn't like that much of an achievement. Like, yeah.
Disappointing, all right.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I think I may have given it one more listen after the review, but since then I haven't wanted to go back to it. Yeah.
Appreciate your comment, but a bit more research next time.
Yeah, yeah, he's not wrong, and but at the same time, yeah, it wasn't the only criticism I had, and if he had actually said something, I wouldn't have even made that criticism. You know what I mean? Like,
it might have been a good album.
Yeah, it might not have got a 3 or whatever you gave it.
I can't remember what I gave it now.
Oh, it was bad.
Good. It was a shit album.
So yeah, I also got another comment, but it was on one of my videos.
Okay.
About it was so I've got a video where I'm resetting the clock on a Peugeot.
Right.
And one of the comments is, "Oh, we don't know what we're doing because you can't see you." I've got the video on is of the screen, and it's just arrows and the OK button, and that's it. And the comment was, "Oh, we don't know what buttons we're pressing because you haven't shown it in the video." I was like, it should have been obvious. Like, I think I'm pretty sure I say it because I do remember writing the subtitles for it. You just use the arrows and then press the OK button, and you press the OK button to confirm it, and then come back out the menu as well. So it's 5 buttons, and I was like, if you're not gonna like you listen to it or even put the subtitles on, then I can't help you. Like, but anyway, that wasn't the podcast, so I won't talk about it too much. But yeah, I think that was all the comments we got actually from the podcast. I don't think anyone else has said anything. Our Yellow Wolf podcast seems to keep creeping views for some reason. And I don't know why.
Yellow Wolf showing it to his publishers going, see, I told you he did shit.
His mixer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just no, I don't know, one of the links was for like an MP3 like stealing website. So I wonder if someone was trying to download the album and then accidentally downloaded the podcast instead.
We'll take
So I'll take that. Oh dear. What is this one song? 27 minutes long. Oh. Yeah. And then on Spotify we unlocked AI chapters and subtitles, which is pretty good. A lot of people are always like, oh, make sure you have subtitles on for podcasts and stuff, because it can help like other languages learn and stuff like that, and people who like to read along.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it was always something that I really wanted to have enabled, but it's just something that you just don't get enabled as a new podcast
until you reach a milestone, I imagine.
Yeah, so I don't know what milestone we reached, or if it just like gave up on the milestones and was like, oh, everyone can have it now. But yeah, our last 3 or 4 podcasts have chapters and all that now, which is really nice. I've been really impressed with the chapters. I always send them to Craig. I'm like, yeah, check out these chapters, like. And if you click onto them as well, they are like literally perfect chapters. Like they always start right when the topic starts. So shout out to Spotify, because that's it's a really cool feature. I really wish it would almost like go in the description, like, and then it could go to the other platforms as well. Because I think that's the only downside to it, is that like if I want chapters on other platforms, I can't.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But there we go. I think that's all the podcast news. Not much else to say really. I got new editing software, so I can do some reels and stuff. I just haven't had the time to do them. Like, I did one about seals. We got a few subscribers from that, so that was good. I did another one about John and Lucas. I want to do a couple more on John Lucas, because we spoke quite in depth about that album, and yeah,
we did. It was a good album.
It was a good album. It was a really good podcast, actually. I enjoyed that one. So yeah, I've got a question for you, Craig.
Shoot, what's the question?
So this is from Q2. So at the start of the year, what I've heard? Yeah. So I've already asked you this. So at the start of the year, you mentioned you were going to learn to start driving. How far have you gone?
I am doing it now.
Hey, hang on, wait. That deserves an applaud.
Oh, okay.
It deserves a blow.
Oh, sorry. Pardon?
You got a blow for that.
I mean, I didn't. But okay.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
No, it's good. I'm about eight or 7 in now. Listens in now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I'm doing better than I thought I would.
Yeah. Have you done any like night shifts, night stuff yet?
Not yet. No, that's coming up.
Yeah.
As the evenings are getting darker here now,
it's getting colder, and
yeah, it's gonna start, because we go out about 6 o'clock. So it's gonna start getting nighttime as we're out. So we're gonna kind of keep the same time, but let it get a bit darker and darker. So.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm struggling with the reverse parking at the moment, but we're getting onto it.
Oh man.
I tell you what, it's so much harder without anything like an obstacle there.
Oh, when it's just
the lines, yeah.
Yeah.
So much harder.
Yeah.
But no, it's going well. I think I'm probably I'd probably say another 15 or so lessons away from being ready, I feel like.
Yeah.
Which is like 30 hours, I think, something like that. Yeah, because we've only done about 8 at the moment, so 16. So about on track, actually, I think.
Sweet. What would you say is like the hardest thing you've done so far then? Just the parking?
Yeah, I took to it quite well. I took to the whole gear changing everything quite well. Emergency brake is fine.
You stalled a few times?
Didn't stall. I stalled when I was learning, but not the emergency brake. I got that down pretty quickly.
Nice.
I'd say the hardest thing is reversing on a slight hill. Because you've got to control the clutch, then you got to set off with the acceleration and control the clutch, then brake, and also slow down at the same time while not going too fast. So yeah. That's it's not easy, but it's getting there. I'd say reverse parking at the moment is my without an obstacle there is difficult.
Yeah. Do you have like assist in your car, like a camera and sensors and stuff?
Reverse one, yeah.
Okay.
But I try not to use it because not every car will, so I'm really trying to just use the mirrors as much as possible without relying on them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult.
But yeah, no, it's going good.
Nice. Oh, that's good, man. I'm really happy for you. It's
Cheers,
been a long time coming.
It has, yeah. It's where we live. There's not many instructors, and yeah, it's they get full quite a lot. So
Yeah.
it's very difficult. Very difficult.
Oh, nice. At least and you found someone that you like as well, which is also good.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we get on like a house on fire.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Nice. Do you ever like attempt to like crank the radio on or stuff?
I can't say I have. No, because there's so many things around me going on. I'm kind of like just kind of concentrating on everything that I don't. For like when I get more used to it, I probably would. But like it's not second nature yet.
When I used to
very much I'm aware of everything.
When I used to drive my mum, I was driving my own car, and I used to try and like fiddle with like the sun visor and like the radio, and you don't really realise it, but you're fucking swerving all over the road, you're just like you have no control, like you shouldn't be touching these things.
Yeah, I can't say I have. Like I said, everything's is not second nature to me yet, so I'm trying to not do anything that's not I don't want to learn. Like I'm trying to not do any bad habit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I'm kind of just avoiding anything that I don't need to do until I need to do it, like putting on lights or windscreen wipers or anything like that. You know, because I'm just trying to focus on the main things first, and then I can kind of incorporate if I need to. I don't know. Mess around with something on the dash because the lights aren't working properly, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I remember on my test, I had. I was like proper. I think I had to reverse around the corner for mine, and like I hadn't turned the fans on in the car, and so the whole windscreen was just like filling up of like, but it was just me stressing out, but it was just me going like like overheating and like and like the windscreen was just like fogging up, misting up.
Yeah, it was snowing outside. It's just and he's purely just uncomfortableness, just making it blur.
Oh man, I was so stressed on that test. And yeah, then I was like reversing around the corner, and I was like, yeah. And I was also stressed as well because because I was driving my own car, and the doors sometimes would they would stay locked like from the inside. So I was a bit like, oh no, please don't lock the driving instructor in here.
Don't fail me now, Carl. I need it.
I was like, I don't think I could fail because the instructor's locked in my car, but you never know.
No, you might not fail, but it could be a criminal offence.
Yeah, it might.
This is where you just turn around to going, you're going to pass me, aren't you? And then locks it.
Yeah, you might get a bit scared.
Sorry, so your car door seems to lock. You just turn to him, yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Oh dear. And it had like manual windows as well, so you have to like get them right all the way down.
Here's a question for you: how many minors did you get?
Oh, do you know what? I can't remember now. I
know you're allowed 15.
I want to say it was like 4 or 5.
That's not bad.
I had one actually. I was driving too slowly, but it was in like a residential like area. And I think today, if you drove,
that's the opposite of what should happen.
Yeah, I think if I did that test today, I think it would be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was doing like 10 miles an hour, like 15. Like I was just like, I didn't know where I was going. You know, take your time. Like, there's no rush for like a residential area. Like,
yeah, no, you wouldn't think so.
And today that'd be at 20 miles an hour anyway. So, yeah. So yeah, actually, I got a point for that, which I was a bit miffed about. I was like, well, okay. I don't really remember the others. Yeah. Sorry, I don't remember.
One of the interesting things my instructor told me about was I was sat in a car, and she turned around and went, "That's okay if you don't get it. Most people learn to drive after they pass the test." I turned around to her and went, "Sorry?" Surely that's the opposite of what happened.
Yeah, my mum was saying that as well. You don't.
I was like, sorry.
You learn so much more after the test. Yeah.
So what are you here for then?
Oh, there was one thing actually. Before your test, you get asked a question. It's like usually.
Show me, tell me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually a question about the car, like where's the oil and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And my one, you're not going to believe it, but my one was what color are the low beam and high beam on the dashboard? I had to turn to him and I was like, I'm really sorry, but I'm colorblind.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's like the worst question for you.
I know, I could have been literally any other question, I'd been fine, but it just had to be that one. I was like, great.
What did he say?
He was like, oh, not to worry. Because I didn't even know they were different colours, because I didn't see the... Like, in my mind, they're two different symbols, so why would they be different colours? Like, so they're both just yellow to me. Like, I didn't even know... I think one of them is green and one's yellow. Or something like that, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But, or orange. But in my mind, like, when you don't think of something as it should be a different colour, I just don't even, like, register that, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like try and look out for it and like try and correct it. It's just like that's two different symbols and they're both yellow, so what but yeah, that was my question.
Only person that day that probably had that question had to be you.
It was annoying actually. I had the same. I think I had the same instructor for my motorcycle test, and about a few months prior, because the motorcycle test is in 2 sections. So you do half of it on like a slalom course in the car park, in the test center, and then you do the second part on the road, and then obviously you got the theory as well. So it's technically 3 parts, and then the first part is all like cone bits and stuff, and like the guy was like, "Oh yeah, just go in these like cones," and I was like, "I don't know, I'm colorblind. I don't know what these cones. I don't know what color cones you mean." And I'm sure it was the same person who did my car test a few months later. Oh dear.
All right.
So
just goes to show that they see so many people. It's hard to them to guess, like, I guess who they see.
Yeah. It's not like yeah. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't have remembered me, but yeah, I just found it funny. I was like, oh, typical. That is. I think in the end, he just asked me a question like, oh, how would I check my tire pressures or something like that. And I was like, oh, it's just in the door panel. It's a lot easier when it's your own car because you can just you just know those things, you know where they are. Next time you go check, next time with your instructor, make sure you know where those things are. Well, especially before the test. Yeah. Just things like popping the bonnet and checking your tire pressures. But yeah, that was my question.
It's you know, hopefully next quarter, or the last quarter, I can say that I've passed, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm trying to think when I did. I think I may have passed mine on Christmas Eve, actually. It might say on my license.
You're still doing them at Christmas Eve? Holy shit.
Yeah. So I did. I did my car test on Christmas Eve, and I think I did my motorcycle one on New Year's Eve, because they're a week apart.
I think you might have had the worst time of people, because people are fucking crazy at Christmas. Like, they drive erratically, so I'm surprised you didn't get any like trouble.
No, and I also think like the instructor just wanted to go home, so I was kind of using that to my advantage a bit.
I don't blame him, mate. Honestly.
Yeah, I was surprised I could even get that as a day. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Like, for anyone who doesn't know, my birthday's on Christmas.
They hated you like the last one before they get to leave. So fuck's sake.
So I was like, oh, this is a good time. But nah. Oh, I'm happy for you, man. That's good. Hopefully I'll see you on the road and stuff. Yeah. I'll start doing some drive-throughs and things.
Sorry?
Do some drive-throughs.
Well, I ain't got a gun.
Not drive-by.
Oh.
Oh dear.
What the fuck you meant then? I was like, this ain't America, mate. Calm down.
I meant like McDonald's and like, I don't know, Starbucks and
stuff.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. I didn't. Yeah.
Nice. That's always the best way to learn. When you have to go through those narrow corridors of food. Oh dear.
Yeah. I went out Wednesday and we had an issue with that one. Coming back to a turn and the guy was way over in the middle of the road. Managed to squeeze by him.
All right.
I get him bell end.
I bet you get a lot of people like trying to overtake you and shit as well because you got the L plates on.
I don't let them.
You don't let them.
Yeah, no, mate, it's fucking ragged. Not joking. No, it's there is some inconsiderate people.
Yeah, I always see learners and I always give them like at least double the car length I would in a normal car, like, you know.
Well, you're not just protecting yourself; you're protecting them, aren't you? So.
Exactly, yeah, and also like it stops. I kind of feel like I'm like the barrier then, because then like no one's gonna overtake me and then free car lengths. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I sort of feel like I'm protecting the learner in that way as well. It's just more considerate, really. But yeah, you get people like right up your ass, just like, and I'm just learning to drive, like, go away, like, you know, especially when you're doing like a hill start or something, and then it's like they're right up your ass, and you're like, cool, you know, now I've got to like do a handbrake start, and
I take my time, mate. People annoy me like that. I mean, I'll just sit there. I don't give a.
Yeah, I know, yeah, but it's like, you know. And then you're like stalling, and then you're like rolling into the back of their car and into the front of their car.
Oh, I had one the other day. It was beeping. I was like, no, yeah, chilling. I'll go when I'm ready.
Yeah, fair enough then. It's a good attitude to have. Just don't let everyone, bother you.
Oh, honestly, mate, you kind of have to. Beeping at me as I'm trying to turn. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh dear.
You sit there and wait. But no, it's going well. Hopefully in the next 3 months I can tell you guys I've passed, but I can't say I will. We're aiming for it, so we'll see.
Sounds good. Yeah. How often, how early do you have to book now? Like,
Sorry?
to get a test, how far in the future do you have to book now?
I haven't actually looked yet.
Okay, because I seem to remember it being like a month or 2 months.
I think from what you were saying, it's something like that. Yeah. So
yeah.
we're gonna give it like maybe another 3 weeks and see where we are from there before we even look at it. So
no, that's good. Nice, dude.
I'm not rushing it. You know, my plan is if they think I'm ready, I'll probably just do 2 more just to make sure 100% that I feel ready, because I'm not going to stop going out with them until I know 100% that I feel like I can do it. So
yeah, that's it.
They think I can do it is one thing. If I need to feel like I can do it, that's the thing. So.
That's it, yeah. And also just do the test as well. Like, you can only learn from failing, so.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm not expecting to pass first time, so no, I can learn from what I got wrong. So.
Yeah. I think I passed. I passed my 3rd time, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And I bet it was stupid stuff as well, like stuff you should have done but you just forgot.
One of them was something I actually didn't even know, and it was on a mini roundabout, and basically me and this guy. So let's say it's like a 4 exit mini roundabout. It's technically 3 actually. I think the 4th exit is a police station, but so it's a free exit mini roundabout. So there's a guy coming towards me on the mini roundabout, and I'm going the opposite way towards him, but he's indicating left, and I didn't know that I was supposed to give way to him. I just figured we both touched the roundabout at the same time. We can both I can just keep going and he can just go around me, kind of thing, you know. But yeah, I didn't know that, so I failed for that. But that was one of them, and I can't remember what the other one was now. Yeah, I don't remember what the second one was. I know my motorcycle one I failed. It was if you're on a major roundabout, basically don't switch lanes mid roundabout. Like, so if there's 2 lanes on a roundabout as you're entering it,
you've got to commit to one.
You just have to stay in that lane until you exit. Yeah, I didn't know that. So I was like, well, you know, because I was sort of like, oh, right goes right, and then I was like, so this lane goes straight, but then when I leave that joining roundabout, then I'm taking the right turn. So I basically switched lanes like as I exited into the right lane, which you don't do. That's naughty. No. And I was on a motorcycle, so I could have been very easily killed. But yeah, I learned from that, and I was like, oh, that's good to know, because yeah, it's a lot more difficult on a motorcycle because you kind of get like your days course on the CBT, and then you're just like let out into the wild, with a learner's thing, and you just learn yourself basically. Like,
that's crazy.
It is. Yeah, trying to cram in all that knowledge and like basically what you're doing, but like trying to cram it all into a single day's course. On like.
When was the last time you rode a bike? I haven't heard you ride one for ages. The last time I saw you ride one was when we were in college.
Do you know what? I think it. Oh, I don't know. I want to say 10 years ago now.
I know we were in college and you were riding then.
Yeah.
I remember the bike you had. That was such a massive bike for you.
That was a massive bike for itself. Like, I remember, I don't know, I took it to this motorcycle. I think, like, I took it to someone's dad or something, and they were like, what the fuck is that? Like, it looks like a 250, and it was only a 50cc. It was a really big frame with a tiny engine in it.
It was huge.
It was massive. Yeah.
You still got it?
No, that was sold, that one. And and then after that I bought a Honda, and I think that's still on the road now, actually. Yeah, that bike never died. But also the speedo broke on it, so on a motorcycle you don't actually legally need any dash at all. You can actually ride without a speedo. So the mileage never counted up, so like for about like the last 8 years it's had the same mileage.
Alright.
Yeah. Which I always found really funny. But yeah, I don't think, not probably that 8-9 years I haven't ridden a motorcycle. Basically once I passed my car test I was just like, oh, this is just better, and that was it.
Safer as well.
Yeah, and because the motorcycle license is staggered as well, so me passing was basically just having the same motorcycle but without L plates. And I was like, this thing can barely do like 60. It's like sort of unsafe, really. Yeah, I think its top speed was like 55 or something.
Yeah.
So it was fun, and it was really economical. I think it was like 70-80 miles per gallon or something. Which even by today's standards is pretty good. So I was very chuffed with that.
100%.
Yeah, it was a good little bike.
Anything new with you?
We got proposed.
Congratulations, mate.
I proposed this year. I mentioned it a couple times in the pod. I don't remember how much detail I gave, but yeah, they were really good. Essentially, there was this like pop-up Ferris wheel in town, and I was like, oh, that's fun. I kind of wanted to go on it anyway. And it was the perfect kind of combination of like, because we wanted, I don't know, Phoebe didn't want it to be like a private proposal, like, but she also didn't want it to be too public, and that was just like the perfect medium. Like, we were in the public, but we were in our own little cubicle thing
area.
Yeah, so it ended up being really perfect, really. But yeah, she sort of clicked on that it was happening because I put a suit on, and I don't usually do that too often.
Yeah, you kind of give it away there, mate.
Yeah, but again, I wanted it to be special, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was. It was nice. I was a bit worried though because there was a bit on the Ferris wheel thing that said like, oh, don't leave your seats, don't like do that. But there was a whole like family next to us.
I remember you telling me about this, but yeah, there was someone else and it did, yeah.
Yeah, but there was like a dad next to us, and he was like fucking jumping around and like shaking it around and shit. And I was like, well, if he can do that, and like, because we already done, it was like 2 laps, and we already done 1 lap, and I was like, well, if he has not been pulled off or told off for that, then like, I think they won't mind me getting on one knee. So yeah, it was it was nice. It was like I said, it was sort of like the perfect kind of like public but private. I don't think anyone saw us, but it was nice. It was a nice little day out. And then we went to this little Italian place, and I can't remember. It was a bit like, I don't know. It was a bit mad there actually.
Okay.
I don't know.
In what way?
There's like these Italian guys, and they were just a bit like too excitable. I think there was like two or three of them, and they were just a bit like coming up and like chatting to everyone. And like, there's a really like kind of cozy, like really small Italian place, like tiny, probably like don't know how to describe it to you.
Quaint?
Yeah, just kind of like a little, you know, like sort of those little cafes, but they have like 5 seats.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like that. Yeah, but yeah, it was like that. But it was like an Italian, and it was really nice actually. It was a nice meal. But yeah, they were like way too excitable. They'd like come up and like be like, "Oh, more vino," and like start giving us more like wine and shit, and like.
No, mate, I'm not moving in. Calm down. I told you 5 times.
Yeah, it kind of felt like that. It kind of felt like we were living there, or like we were best mates or something. It was a bit like. Sometimes it's a bit too much, depending on where you are. But
It's the culture, though, isn't it? Italians are always very welcoming, and they treat you as family if you don't like piss them off.
That's it, yeah. But yeah, there's yeah, it's nice, yeah. But yeah, they just like come up and ask what we're doing and like how we're doing and stuff like that. Like, I can't remember. I think one of our meals was like late or something, and then they were like, "Oh, more wine! It's on us!" Like, we were like, "Okay," we didn't even like, you know, we didn't complain or anything. We wasn't like, you know, like, "Oh, where's our dinner at?" But like, yeah, we were just a bit like. He was like, "Oh, sorry, it's late, sorry," and then like, yeah, just gave us loads of free like. I think we gave us free dessert as well.
Hey, quid's in there.
Yeah, yeah. So like I said, it was yeah, it's a bit of a mad experience. I don't know if I'd go back, but but it was definitely an experience, yeah. But yeah, it was that was our proposal date.
Nice, mate.
Yeah. I got some things in here. So I made a list of everything I've done in the last 3 months.
Okay.
Where's my pen? There it is. We went to a wedding as well, but there's not really much to say about it, really. Other than they had like it was like this like private venue, and they had like it was like a theme, like a sort of like I say like a sort of gypsy kind of theme park in the background, in the back of it. So not like that's a gypsy, but you know what I mean, like a little like just a little theme park, not like a you know, oh shit, Alton Towers in your back garden kind of thing.
Yeah, with you.
Kind of like a little pop up one, like, but it was like permanent. It was part of the venue, and yeah, that was fun. That was a nice little like, yeah, yeah, that was a nice little wedding thing. But like, yeah, like I said, there's not very much to say about it really. And then we went to America.
You did?
Yeah.
You met up with one of our friends.
Our good friend, Misinterpreted Dot.
Yeah.
He's moved over to America now, so I thought it was a good time to go see him and the wife, because he got married as well.
He did. Yep.
And yeah, really lovely. Yeah, we landed in New York. Because, well, basically the idea at first was to get an RV and do like an RV tour of America. A part of me is really glad we didn't do that now, because the actual travelling part of it wasn't all that fun. I don't think having an RV would have made it any better. So
yeah,
but they're so expensive. I didn't realise how expensive it was. I thought surely it's just, you know, like let's say you combine a car rental with a hotel, and I thought it would be like that price. Like, it'd be more expensive than a car, but not like ridiculously expensive, you know. But it was insane. Like, it was like, I don't even know. I think we saved like a good like $1,000 or $2 just not getting it.
That's crazy.
It was kind of disappointing as well. Yeah, and there was only like certain places you could drop it off, because it's not like you know, you couldn't drop it off at the airport, for example. So we were like, all right, we'll just get the car and we'll just find hotels on the way, and yeah, that's what we did really. The hotels were like, they were alright actually. The hotels were nice. They were like, kind of like, I don't know. Or they all,
Like the road motels like you see in movies. Or...
Yeah, not like not like the ones like the roadside motels. No.
Oh, okay.
More of like a Premier Inn kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
Yeah. But like there was always like, in a couple of them there was like there was like those motel things like sort of next to it, like literally like next door, and you like look out your window and just see that, and you're like, oh I'm so glad I'm not staying there. They just looked a bit ratty and a bit like, you kind of get what you pay for, but like
could do with a lick of paint kind of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, it was alright. We went. So we drove from New York to Missouri, which is where our friend stays. We ended up going to the Lake of the Ozarks, which is actually the setting for the Netflix series Ozark.
No.
But I didn't realise that. I just thought it was just a cool name, and I didn't, because I've never actually seen Ozark. So, my dad actually mentioned to me before we left. He was like, "Isn't that a Netflix series?" And I was like, "I think it is, but I don't know if they're connected." When we got there, we started watching them, and we were like, "Oh, actually, this is quite a good series." Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but
yeah, I'm on season 2.
yeah, actually, we were just a bit like, wow, like so many things are happening, and it's actually quite interesting, and yeah. So I have to get back into that. I think we only watched like 2 episodes, but yeah, it was good. So
I'll see you in America, Danny.
So we started in New York. We were actually literally a block away from the memorial for the Twin Towers. And I really wanted to see that. Like, not like from like an obsessive reason, but like, but like it's an historic part of our time, basically. Like growing up, like, I think we're that like weird age range where like we remember like the before and the after.
We would have been 6 or 7, so
yeah, exactly, yeah. So we would remembered like most of the aftermath of it, but not really like the before, I guess.
I don't remember much of it, to be fair.
I remember so I grew up in a little island, and even there we had to like take our shoes off, and like going through airports and stuff. Like airport security was just mental at the time. I'd be like, oh, what's going on? And they're like, oh, it's because of, Twin Towers. I was like, but we're only flying to England. Like, what's that got to do with us? And you kind of don't realise that the effect it had. Like, a lot of people consider that as like one of the dividing points between, like, I think it's like Gen Z. Is it Gen Y and Gen Z? Or Gen Alpha?
I don't know, mate.
It's like
fucking young kids.
Yeah, but like the aftermath of Twin Towers is like one of like the dividing points. Like it just like perfectly divides an entire generation.
You're pre, you're post.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, because it wasn't. The whole world changed after that. Like, but yeah, we went to go see that. We didn't go into the. There's actually a memorial museum thing there. I didn't realize you had to actually like book to go into it or anything. I thought it was kind of like a I don't know, kind of like, oh, you just buy tickets at the entrance kind of thing. But like, but it wasn't open that long. I mean, when we went past it, like we were kind of, because we were staying next to it, we were kind of seeing it in the evening and stuff. We were like, oh, it's not open and that kind of stuff.
All right, yeah.
But we managed to steal a tour guide.
I remember you telling me about this, yeah.
And she was saying it's like actually like really like it's proper emotional, and it's like it's one of those museums that you don't want to go back to.
You wish were never made, but
yeah. Like apparently they try to like recreate like they just like try and like recreate the emotions and the drama and like the smells, and I don't know, she's saying it's like a really, really good museum, but it's one you will never want to go back to because it's kind of traumatic.
Not a great business model, but I can understand.
No, yeah, but like, yeah, honestly. So I think
I kind of feel like it's one of those places though that no, this is going to sound really bad.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't necessarily care. Not care, but we wouldn't feel it as much as Americans would. So I think we probably would go back.
Yeah, and she was saying she was in New York in school when it happened. Which I think like that's like even more traumatic. Like,
Yeah.
she was saying basically like the shutters got closed and like they all had to go like home early that day and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really sad. So I imagine for her it's a bit more hits more to home because it is at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll talk about how we stole her later. So
Just want to clarify, he doesn't actually mean he stole her.
So we went.
He just means from another tour group.
Yeah. So we were. So we did the Twin Towers memorials. And memorials are beautiful. They're just like, it's just like the water fountain, and it kind of like goes into like I guess the foundations of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, really like. It's really peaceful as well there because like you just because of the sound of the fountain you can't hear the city anymore, the whole city. And I think also I could be mistaken here because I don't actually remember confirming it when I was there, but before I left I remember seeing a reel where the whole south of Manhattan you have to like pay a toll or something to get into it, or like a tax or like a that kind of thing, kind of like how we have like ULEZ here, kind of like that. So basically, the whole south of Manhattan like is actually really nice to drive through now because there's just no cars. It wasn't even like a expensive fee or something. Apparently, it's like $2 or something, but it was just enough to like to like deter everyone from driving. But yeah, it's just really peaceful, and the whole financial district, I think, is actually really nice and really calm and like peaceful. Like I don't remember you saying me about Cardiff being really kind of like kind of nice. It was like that, but on like another level. It was just like I was like, oh, actually, I feel like really safe here, and I feel really like I don't know if it was just like the like colossal amount of police presence or like that whole area is just like always under. So there's just no dickheads there. There's just no one like we were walking past like there was like. We went through like one of these little parks on the side, and there was like water fountains, and there was like just some guys playing basketball. Like everyone was just having a good time. There was just runners like walking past. There was just like no dickheads. There was just no like, just like you never normal shit you find in the city. Like there was just none of them there. And I don't know if it was just. I mean, it was just that area because like we went through like other bits later. And I was like, oh shit, I would happily live here actually, like, and feel completely safe and comfortable.
Dan Phoebe.
Yeah. But yeah, like, so there would be nights where we would like. There was actually one night when we went to Times Square, and it's fucking mental there. I'd actually recommend not going there. It's just insane. It's just like I don't know. There's just too much going on, and it's just like there's no reason to be there. It's just like, oh, here's some billboards, and like. And then you're like, wow, and that was it. Like, it was I know. I think if you like played like GTA or Spider-Man, you've already experienced it. Like, it's just
fair enough.
Like, it wasn't.
Did you go up the famous stairs where Andrew Garfield was filming it?
Is there famous stairs?
Yeah, in Spider-Man. You know when Electro does his electric and people are running up down the stairs, and he saves them from the steps?
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't remember that. There is like these little like steps right in the center. Is that what you mean?
That's what they are. Yeah, that's them. Yeah.
Oh, well, I almost went up them. Because we were gonna wait for we actually like split off from our friends, and we were like, oh, at least if we wait here, we'll like stand out a bit. And then we didn't in the end. But yeah, I almost went up there. I think a part of me was a bit like, I don't want to be up here and then just be trapped by like.
There is loads of people that go up there though.
A lot, yeah. I didn't want to be trapped up there, and then there's like people trying to sell you shit, and like people trying to fucking scam you, and I was like, not doing that. But yeah, then we went there so we went there in the day, and then like our mutual friend was like, oh, I want to go see it at night, like for the atmosphere or something. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure it'd be exactly the same, but at night.
Yeah.
And it was like, we were like, oh, let's just get out of here. And then we made it all the way back to the financial district, and like it's so peaceful. I can't get over how quiet and how. If anyone listening's ever had a bad time in New York, but you haven't been there, just go there. I couldn't recommend it more. It's just, yeah. But yeah, going to the memorials is just like, it's just all you can hear is just fountains and stuff, and it's just like, it's just such a like quiet space. It is a bit spooky in a sort of like a, because you can't really hear the city anymore, but it's also like a time to reflect because you're thinking about all the people who lost their lives, and yeah,
it makes you think.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It gets you in your feels a bit. Even think about it now, it's yeah. I'm trying to think what else we did. So we went to the Rockefeller building because we could have gone up the Empire State, but I have no interest in it. It's just a building to me. It's not like, I know to Americans it's like, whoa, it's like, it was the tallest building, but to us it's like, it was the tallest building. Like, it's not.
Yeah, it's like, all right, that's like saying cheese once not moldy, but now it's brie. All right, calm down.
So yeah, I was a bit like, I don't know. I'm not like into architecture like that, and I'm not like an American history buff, so I wasn't that interested in it. I was like, our other friend was like, oh, let's go to Rockefeller because then at least like we can. It was a lot, yeah. Going up, there was like a bit more. It was more of experience going up it than it was actually up there. So we had like a little like there's that picture of like the four men on like a pylon or something.
Yeah,
on, like,
a
metal
very
girder.
famous one. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, they're on like a metal girder having lunch or something. Yeah, that was there. That was on that building, and
oh shit! Okay, that's actually interesting.
That's pretty cool. And they did like a whole video about that, and this is all like before you even got up the building. There was like this whole like almost like half an hour of like experiences, and then like you got little photos taken. I actually don't think we got I can't remember if we got the photos now. But you basically got like a QR code to go and check them on the website. But all of us were proper struggling to find phone signal. So so we didn't. I don't know if we did it in the end, but yeah. Then you get to the top and you're like, oh, nice. There's Central Park, and like it's quite cool, like seeing over the whole city. Yeah. But yeah, then we got to the top and we were like, oh, we were expecting like maybe a restaurant or a cafe or something, or like a couple more floors.
Yeah.
But there wasn't anything like that there. It was just sort of like a little like snack cafe, like you get a coffee or something. But we were looking for like dinner. So we came down again, and then we went to this other place, and they had like I think it was actually a hotel, but they had like a restaurant, like a sky. I don't know what you call it, sky bar.
Sky bar.
Yeah. Restaurant. And it was quite expensive, but like by that point, I think it was our last day, and we were like, oh well, let's just. You're paying for the view as well, not just the food. And so me and Phoebe, we got like this like weird. It was like a share platter, but it was like basically like little bits of all their snacky food.
Oh yeah.
But like there was this like chef guy, and he'd like come up behind us and be like, "Oh,
sorry, he did what?"
He just whisper stuff to you. He'd be like, "Sharing platter," and then we'd be like, "What? Where's that ghostly voice coming from?" Like, because he doesn't.
Is he trying to marry you, or is he trying to give you the food? What?
Yeah. He just came out of nowhere, and he was just like, it's just his voice, and I was, but he's so quiet, I didn't know where it's coming from. I was like, what was that? And then he said it again. He's like, sharing platter, and I was like, oh mate, fuck, he's like next to me.
He's saying that in my ear, I'm swinging.
He's not saying it in your ear. He's just like, I don't know. He just had a really
okay.
calm. He's just behind you. He just like has this really calm voice that has no direction. And then
Was he French?
I think he was Asian actually. But I think, but he just had like this really really smooth accent, like really smooth voice, and
Sharing platter.
sharing a platter, and like I don't, my friend got I don't even remember what he got now. It was like this.
It sounds like he got fucking trauma.
No, but he basically got it, and he was just like he got it like 3 times, and after like the first time, he was like. I was like, dude, I bet you can't wait for the voice to come back. And he's like, yeah, I can't wait. These are like the best things I've ever eaten. I don't remember what they were now. Fuck. Yeah, he was like, oh, this is like the most delicious thing I've ever eaten. So he ordered it like 2 more times. It was really expensive. It was like $15 each time he did it, and it was like for like 4 little snack things. But yeah, this guy would literally just come, like, you wouldn't even like hear him open the door. He would just like appear behind you and be like, "Oh, here's your food." Like,
I need to go there just to see this guy.
He was the best part of the whole thing. Honestly, he's a legend. I think he might have been the chef because like everyone else was like, sort of in restaurant, like they were sort of like waiteries, waitery.
That's
gear.
rare though to see a chef actually serve the food.
Yeah, at least I think he was, because like he wasn't around any other time. Like when we were getting the drinks and stuff, we were like served by a waitress, and yeah.
Did you have to tip?
Yeah, we tipped. Yeah, we had to. Like food that good.
You don't. I mean, okay, the food. Yeah, but you don't have to tip. Right?
Oh, you do. You do in America. Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you kind of do.
No, you don't. If the service is good, you can, but you ain't pressuring them anything.
I think for me personally, like it was the taxes there were really low.
You remember you saying that?
Like, yeah, you look at the bill and you're like, oh, 8% tax. Like, what the fuck?
Sorry, you've missed off another 12% here. Like,
yeah, I don't. It's like you missed out on a great opportunity there, Uncle Sam. Like, what happened?
See, the thing about me, the thing about America that fucking annoys me is they don't add the tax in the price. Like, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, well, it was that, but then I was sort of like, you're sort of looking at prices and you're like, oh, okay, that's quite cheap. But then you're thinking, oh, they're going to add tax to that, so then you're thinking, oh, it's going to be a bit more, and then you're thinking about the conversion rate as well, which then brings it kind of back down again. So you look at something that's like $5 and then it comes up to like 7, and then you're tipping like 10, and then you're like converting it back and it becomes like $6.50 or something, and you're like, oh, actually it wasn't too bad. So yeah, so yeah, I didn't mind. I was happily tipping, like, wherever I could. I didn't actually have any cash on me at any point, so I was a bit worried at some point like we were going to find a place that didn't accept card. But we were totally fine.
Yeah.
Even the contactless works in the.
How did you pay? Was it like an app or what? Like,
I was using my trading 2-on-2 card.
And that is to sponsor today's podcast. I'm joking.
I wish.
Imagine all of that just for that.
I wish we had a sponsor for trading. Oh dear. Yeah, I was using. I was using the 2-on-2 card. They have, for anyone listening, they have a 0% conversion fee.
Okay.
If you do it, only if you do it live though. So if you do it like beforehand, if you just get your 100 quid and then turn it into dollars, they only charge you 0.15, which is very cheap anyway. But if you do it live when you're there. So actually, I didn't convert my money at all. I was just paying in pounds, and it just does a live conversion and then gives them dollars. But then you don't pay that conversion fee.
Yeah,
it's still 0%, which is great.
That's pretty good, actually.
Really good, yeah. If you go,
and you can get yours at trading2on2/CnD today.
But yeah, then you get so yeah, like if you were to use like your regular card, that would cost like 3, 4, 5%.
Jesus.
And if you were to use like when you go to the post office and get money out, that's like 10%, like on top. And then also with that, with the post office stuff, then you got to convert it back, so you're paying another 10% to convert it back to pounds. So yeah, going like trading or Revolut or something like that is definitely the way to go. Moving on to today's sponsor.
Other currency converters are available.
They are. We also got a one of those international SIM card things, apps.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're sponsors of today's episode.
They have, brilliant.
Yeah. They're called. I can't remember what they're called. Maybe they're in my search.
Nah, mate, we are not brand friendly.
What do you mean?
Mate, we're too controversial in what we say. Well, I am anyway. I'd get us fucking fined.
So I used Saley. It cost me about 15 quid, I think, or 12 quid.
And let me guess, is that the product that you can turn on and off whenever you please with no additional fees?
So you get about 5 gigs of data. So I was like, that's enough for me.
Yeah, I doubt you was going to aim to use data.
Yeah. Well, I thought about it, and I was like, the whole time we're there, we'll have Wi-Fi at the Ozarks, and we'll have Wi-Fi in a hotel in New York. So we really just need it for maps, and you can download maps offline. So I was like, really, you just need it, like. It was basically just for the car journey, really, and for like Spotify and things. And even for that, I tried to have my songs offline. But
here's a question: Did you see anybody famous while you were there?
I didn't actually. I was a bit disappointed. I didn't go out looking to find anyone famous. But no, I didn't actually see anyone famous.
There's always a chance that you've walked past somebody and not realised who they are, though.
Yeah, that's probably happened to me. To be fair. I did see about 4 Cybertrucks, so I was really happy with that.
Yeah, you sent me a picture of.
Yeah. They just don't look like they're real. And when I saw the first one, I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And then like Phoebe was like, "Whoa, what?" Like she thought like something bad had happened to me, like my phone had been stolen or something. Because I just turned around and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I had to go and get a photo of it. But yeah, no, they're just like, I don't know, they're just weird to look at. Although when we were driving, I saw some cool ones that were like they've been vinyl wrapped, and they look way better. Like, as much as I like the just the stainless steel look, it is a bit boring when everyone else has it. So yeah, definitely seeing it vinyl wrapped was cool. So we did Rockefeller Tower. We did we tried to go for a run through Central Park because I thought that would be fun, and we're training for a half marathon. I think I mentioned that before in the last quarter.
Maybe.
Yeah, so we were training for a half marathon in October, and I was like, and Phoebe was like, "Oh, we need to get our run in." So I was like, "Let's just do it around Central Park. That would be cool, something to remember." And it's about, I can't remember how far it is now. I think it's about 15 kilometers the whole way around. Maybe 10, might be 10.
Jesus, okay.
Yes, and we've been doing 5Ks like regularly anyway. So, I didn't realise the temperature. It was about 30 degrees.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was fucked. I got about a quarter of the way around, and I was like, "Oh, we need to stop. I'm actually gonna die. Like, I can't do this." I've got I keep like tracking my heart rate as well, and I was like, my heart rate's through the roof. Like, I'm gonna pass out. Like, let's call it a day. So we walked the rest of it, but it's still an experience. But yeah, I'd definitely not do that in 30-degree weather again.
Yeah, I don't think you want to aim to see what the American health system is like.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. Yeah. So that was Central Park.
What's that? You coughed in front of the reception. That's $200, please, bud.
I'm suing you.
Oh God, don't fucking hell. Suing culture is just so bad.
It's bad. So we went to the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, okay.
Which was, I don't know, it was sort of like getting there was a bit weird because like the whole way there it's like watch out for scammers, like don't buy tickets from anyone else, make sure you only buy them from the government and like things like that. I was just like I don't know, it just seemed a bit like, you know, I was sort of like I don't know, I think that was like probably more of the part I was on my toes a bit. I was like, oh okay, if there's signs around then like, you know, there must be like scammers around, oh keep your eyes out. I don't know if we actually saw any, but so yeah, then you kind of get like there's kind of like I think it's called Battery Island. I don't remember what it's called, but basically you kind of get like you kind of go through like airport security again, and then like get put on a boat. And this is like the only boat that travels to Liberty Island. Is it Liberty Island?
Yeah.
Or was that from GTA?
I think it's Liberty Island.
Yeah, I think it's Liberty Island. Yeah, sorry. I can't remember if that was from just Liberty City. Oh no, I think it's called Freedom Island. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we went there. I wasn't too excited about. So we got the tickets to go in it as well, and that was alright. We didn't go to the very top because that was sold out. But the very top, you have to like. You're not allowed to like wear anything. We're not allowed to like. To be fair, you weren't allowed to
wear anything. What?
No. To be fair, you weren't allowed to wear bags or anything anyway to go up it, because it's quite a tight staircase and all that. So it makes sense. You pay like a quarter and you can like get a little locker and then you get your money back at the end. So it's quite a nice little system they got, to be fair. But yeah, we didn't get to the very top. You can actually go inside the crown at the top, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but kind of like in Ghostbusters. But yeah, to be fair, I'm glad we didn't, because I don't think we would have gained much more from doing that. Like,
all right, yeah.
You don't get any better view of New York. You don't get like, you're just like in this cramped space and someone's like always watching you, and you're basically like escorted around like, yeah, you're a criminal. From a description. So yeah, I was much more excited going around it, like looking at it from the bottom, than I was actually being in it. Being in it was a bit like, we're in it. But there's a nice little museum, sort of in the base of it, where you can like they have like how it was made, and like, you know, because it was made in France and it's ferried over.
Yeah, it was gifted to the American people.
Yeah,
they've got one similar as well.
And they were saying about how I think the French had finished their bit, but the Americans were building the base, and the Americans had like run out of money or something. It was like the Great Depression or something like that in the 20s.
Okay.
Or maybe it was another time period. I can't remember. But basically, there was like this panic because like the French bit had been done and it was like on the way, and they hadn't even like finished the base yet. So yeah, it was a cool little history bit in there, and I got a little rubber duck, which is like a Statue of Liberty rubber duck. So pretty happy with that.
I know exactly, without you showing me the picture, I know exactly what that looks like.
It's pretty cool, and it's got like, it says like July 4th in the on its book and stuff.
That's actually an interesting fact. Did you know because Americans use the wrong time? They use like first, or they do July 1st, 19. No, what is it? They do it the wrong way.
Yeah, they have the months.
We're the 13th of June. They're June 13th.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Did you know that it's funny actually, because July 4th is the only time they say it right. They say the 4th of July rather than July 4th.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
That's actually funny. I want to bring that up. Do I bring it up now? I can bring it up later. I'll bring it up later. I will keep a footnote for that.
Okay.
So this is a bit where we steal the person. The
Or tour guide.
The tour guide. Yeah. So I want I want to know what I want to know if the Spotify chapters are going to bring it up.
I want to know what you did to him.
So basically, throughout this, there was actually a couple of times where we sort of like listened in and kind of got like a secondhand tour. You know, there was one by the Twin Towers. This guy was like going, he was so passionate about like, I think he was talking about like wall densities or something. He was just like really passionate about it, and he was going on about that, and we were like, wow, that's so amazing. And then
wall densities.
I don't know.
Riveting.
How thick is wall? And then and we were so then the second time it happened, we were at the Statue of Liberty, and we were sort of like we were just hiding in the shade of a tree, and this like tour guide came over to another tree like next to us, and like there was like 20 people around, like they were giving loads of cool facts, and we were like learning, like, you know, just stealing facts. And then so the third time it happened, we were on the boat on the way back. And this is where I bought my duck, because they had 2 rubber ducks, and the rubber duck actually on the island was more expensive and actually looked worse. And I was like, I'm sure it's cheaper on the boat. So because I saw it when we first floated in, and I was like, oh, I really want to get this duck. And so I had looked for it in the shop when we were on the island, and it wasn't there. And I was like, oh, I guarantee when we get back on the boat it'll be gone, but it wasn't. So I was like, yeah, cool. We were there, and then there's a second. Basically, you go to the island, and then there's a second island. I think it's Ellis Island.
Yep. And
you learn about sort of like the immigration system or something. And like it's, I don't know. I didn't really have it. We didn't really have interest in it, and also like we were running out of time. Because we had to get.
Do you mean the irrigation system?
No, the immigration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think people were like sent there.
Just double checking.
Yeah, I think people were sent there first before they were allowed into America or something. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I don't know anything about it. I didn't really know anything about it, and I didn't really have any interest in it. It's sort of like American history, and I was just sort of like, I don't care.
River.
So we were like, well, we'll just skip it. So we just stayed on the boat and wait for it to drift away again, so we could get back to New York. And while we were there, this tall lady, she had her group of people, but she didn't follow them onto the island for some reason.
Which they didn't pay her enough to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe they only paid her for the statue, and she was like, "All right, I'm leaving then." So I don't know if she noticed. Help you. Yeah, I don't know if she noticed that we were over listening in on her. But then she sort of came towards us, and she was like, "Oh, I'm British," you know, and like chatting to us and stuff. And we were just asking like loads of questions, like for free, basically. She was saying there was like one day where like this person like climbed the statue like from the outside, and like apparently that was like a really really big day. But yeah, no, she was just giving like loads of facts, and like and then we were asking like where we should eat, and then she was saying about the Twin Towers History Memorial, and I asked her why New York bagel had salmon in it, because I had that on my first day, and I was like, why has this got salmon in it? Like, it's supposed to be a traditional New York bagel. Like, that's such a random thing to have. I know I've told you this before, but it was apparently it was to get around kosher. It's like a Jewish thing. So they're allowed to have fish or something. Fish isn't considered meat or something like that, and
which is wild.
I thought it was something that like, I mean, I guess it has been like, you know, it's from another culture, but like, yeah, I don't know. I just thought it had something to do with like fishing ports or something like. And she was like, "Oh no, definitely don't drink anything from these waters. Don't eat anything from these waters." But yeah, it was really interesting. I was like, oh, I may as well ask, like, you know, the one person I'm probably ever going to talk to who'll know. It was like interesting enough that I wanted to ask someone, but not interesting enough that I wanted to Google it. You know,
you wanted to pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna Google that, like, you know. But while I'm here, let's ask guy. Yeah. So yeah, that was really really nice. And then what have I got left on here? Oh, we went to the Ghostbusters as well.
Oh yeah.
It's basically it's just a well, I think it's still a fire station. I don't know if it's still one, but they got a little Ghostbusters sign out the front of it, and yeah, there wasn't like too much there. It wasn't like a museum or anything. I think it is still a fire station, so it's basically just we saw it at night as well, so it was closed, and there was we went to anyway. That was New York. I've done all that now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we left New York. I'll mention a cool town. Oh, shit, I don't remember what the town was called now. So basically, this is actually on the way back, but I'll mention it now. So there was this like town where like, basically everything was like the biggest of the thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like biggest mustache. Or something.
Yeah. So it was like biggest beach chair. Basically, the mayor of the city wanted like tourists, and that was his only like good idea. But it was cool. Like there was one in. We saw a couple of them. So there was like biggest beach chair we saw, biggest pencil, and
Biggest pencil is mad.
Yeah. It was just the size of like it was just the length of a house. Like it wasn't that long, to be fair.
I don't know, mate. I think the house is huge.
Yeah, I know. What were some of the others? Oh, largest postbox. That was like literally like a 3-story building. And then
Largest postbox.
Yeah, and then we were going to see the largest golf club, but it was like it was on this golf course, and you had to like go through. You basically had to park up, and you had to go through their like gift shop to like come out the other side and then look at it. And we were like, we haven't really got time for that, so we didn't bother. And then as we were leaving, one of the banks had largest coin. It was like largest token or something. Like I think they like specifically tried not to call it a coin because there probably is a largest coin somewhere else. But yeah, it was like largest token or something. But yeah, it was funny. I was like, oh, what a town! Like that was probably the only sightseeing we did on the whole road trip. To be fair. Just because we were passing it and we were like, oh, that sounds funny, we'll go there. So yeah, so we got to Missouri, and so this is going back to the dates and the months thing.
Yep.
So we got I got ID'd. Well, me and Phoebe got ID'd for some alcohol, and the lady at the checkout looked at our. She like looked at them. She was like, "What?" Like kind of like, "What the fuck is this?" And we were like, "Oh, it's UK, driving license." And then she was like looking at it for ages, and she was just like, her brain just couldn't work it out. And then she was like, "Oh, the months and the days are the wrong way around." And we were like, "Yeah, of course they are."
No, they're not. No, they're not the wrong way around. They're correct.
And which is fair enough. If you've never ever, if like Missouri is like right in the middle of America, like chances are you've never left America, and you've never seen a date format in that way. So I can understand. But her next question was, do you guys speak French?
What?
We were like, what? Like it's a British driving license. I don't know. Do we speak French? Oh,
Is she alright?
That took me off. I was like, I could understand the dating month thing, fair enough. Like, like that's.
Why would we talk French?
I don't know. I don't. That's like, do you think Britain's part of France? I don't know. So yeah, that threw me a bit.
Geography, not America's strong suit, apparently.
No, really not. So yeah, that made me laugh a lot. Yeah, that was. That was yeah. So after that, it's legal to have some weed in Missouri. It's been legalized. So we were like, let's make a day of it. So you go.
Danny got high on the ganja.
So you go to like dispensaries, and I had no idea what to expect from it. Like, there's essentially just two rooms. The first room you walk in, it's like an entrance, and it's almost like a doctor's waiting room kind of thing. Like you like sign in, and like basically because our friend Ryan, he's a citizen there, so he had to like actually like say hi, I'm a citizen, and like all that. And we were like, cool, how do we get in then? And my lady was like, oh, you can bring in like 4 guests or something, or 5 guests or something like that. So we're like, cool, we'll just go in as guests then. So essentially, as long as Ryan's the one paying for it, it doesn't matter like who's with him, basically.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, it's kind of cool. It's nice. So we just sat there in the waiting room, and I think there's like a limit of how many people you can have in the actual shop. I guess it's like for like, you know, crime reasons or whatever. So basically, like, if there isn't someone to like serve you or attend you, you can't go in the room, basically. And then you walk in, and it's like just a normal shop. There's like 3 people behind the checkout, and like it kind of like wraps around the entrance, and she was just like, oh, what kind of things do you want? And we were just a bit like, oh, we don't have a fucking clue. So we got some. I mean, I'm not a smoker anyway, so I wasn't really that interested in that. But I was like, if we can get high from like eating it, then brilliant. That's way easier.
Yeah.
So we got some like you know, those little like red candy ribbon like things. We got some of those.
Yeah.
We got some like sweets, and then our friend got like our little roll up as well to smoke, and yeah, we made a that was an experience in itself. It actually had a drive-through as well, which I thought was mad. I was like,
That's
of course
crazy.
It does. Like, what? Oh, it's just drive-through weed, like.
I'll have a number 9.
and yeah, so we went back. I had a couple of them. I think they were 10 milligrams, and that I had 2 of them, and like it just like I was just dead, and like I ended up throwing up because it was just too much for me. But yeah, I definitely I was just like
Overindulged.
Yeah, I didn't realize how, because there was like 10 in a pack, and it was like, well, you know, I did say I was just gonna have one, and everyone was sort of like, oh well, you know, we've got like quite a bit to get through or whatever, and I was like, all right, fine, I'll have 2, like, but because it's like pure like actual, you know, it hasn't been like, yeah, it hasn't been fucked with, it hasn't been like grown secretly in a lab or some, you know, in a basement somewhere. It's pretty strong stuff, and it's actually pretty nice. So yeah, I was just like monging out for about an hour. Like I was just sat in this chair, and like my depth of field just like went really weird. That's probably the only way I can describe it. Like everything was just flat. Like I don't know, like nothing had distance anymore. It was really weird. It was just like looking at a painting. I was just like, what the fuck's going on? Phoebe was like totally fine. She's just like walking around. At one point she was like, yeah, do you want a muffin or something? Oh no, it was a brownie.
Do you want a muffin?
No, it was a brownie. Because Ryan's wife had just made some brownies, and she was like, oh, do you want one of these brownies? And I was like, yeah, actually I do. And then she just walked up and got it, and I was like, what the fuck? How did you do that? Like, I can't even move. Like,
How did you walk?
how can you walk? Like, yeah. And then
She was there in the background losing your mind. She can move.
yeah. How she got?
What wizardry is this?
Yeah, literally. I was like, how is she so like capable of like functions?
She's done this before.
Yeah. Oh dear. So yeah, and then shortly after I threw up, and that was that. It wasn't like the greatest experience. I mean, next time I'd have half of that, I think, and I might enjoy myself a bit more. But it's weird because you kind of have to like, I don't know. I'm such a I don't like doing nothing, and like to have to like plan a whole day around doing nothing and just like float. I don't know, not floating, but like just sitting there. Like it's a bit like it's just not something I find that enjoyable. But yeah, I'm in no rush to do it again, but I'll probably do it again one day. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so we did that. Then we went to your favourite place, the Bass Pro Shop. I didn't realize.
I was so annoyed when he told me where he went there.
I didn't realize it was a thing, actually. I was like, why is Ryan taking us here? And I was like, maybe we're gonna get like some because we were right on the Ozarks. There's like I don't know if maybe we're gonna get do some fishing or something or whatever.
The fact that you went to America to do bass fishing, I will never forgive you for that.
But it's mad in there. There was like just a crocodile just like crawling around. Like, I mean, it wasn't like, you know, going to attack the public or anything. It was like in a little cage.
But, in a pond.
Yeah, it was like locked away. But like, I was like, what the fuck is that doing in here? That's mad.
That's just Steve, you know.
There was like a fish tank with like way too many fish in it. Like they like had no room to swim. It was a bit sad actually. And then the whole place is massive. There was like a museum there. There was like a gun range. I'll talk about that in a bit. Not a gun range. It was just like a little gun shop bit. Yeah, they had like cafes, and they had like little like things, and just it was mad. It was like a mega shop, but it was just like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah. I mean, you already know what it is, I guess. So. Yeah. But yeah,
I'm very familiar.
Yeah, we spent like the whole afternoon there, pretty much.
Mate, I would spend the day there just looking at stuff that I could never afford to purchase one.
Yeah.
And there would be no point in me buying because I'd be leaving in like a week.
So we went to the little gun shop bit, and I'm not really like a gun person, so I wasn't like that interested in it.
Yeah.
But I'm more interested in like I was actually quite interested in the sites, like because we've had it before. We've had like Arms Force Day locally, and I was like, oh, check out these sites, and like you can just zoom in and just look at people like such a distance away, just like you know, and just see them clearly. Like I don't know, I just find that really like interesting, and so I was like, oh, can I check out some of these like red dot sites and stuff? And they were like, yeah, and they just like got them out and like showed me all the bits, and like there's like red dot sites got like solar panels on top of them, and like they got buttons on the side so you can change what the dot is and stuff. I was like, what the fuck? I thought that was just in video games, like, you know. I was just so cool. And he was like, yeah, and then like he literally like went away for a minute, like 30 seconds or whatever. And he came back and he was like, check it out with this gun. And I was like, what? And he just handed me a gun, and it was like I don't even know, like an army pistol or something. And he was like, yeah, check this out, and then like showed me the scope with it like on the gun, and I was like, whoa. I was like, it's really weird, like holding this. Like my anxiety was just like through the roof at this point. I was like, why the fuck am I holding a gun? Like,
yeah. It's probably such a culture shock as well.
It is, yeah. They had, I mean, they weren't loaded, and they had like a locking plate like in where the trigger was, so you can't even put your finger like in the trigger. There's like a blanking plate there. So like there wasn't like anything that could go wrong. It was just like a bit like, wow, like I'm holding this. This is really weird. And then he was like, oh, then come check out this rifle, and then just handed me a rifle, and I was like, okay. And yeah, he was saying he always finds it really funny because foreigners are always a bit like, yeah, a bit like whoa, you know. And then he tried to hand me a shotgun, and I was a bit like, nah, that's okay. Like,
yeah, I was alright with the Browning, but nah, the TAC-10, I'm good.
yeah, I was like, that's a bit too much for me. I think I've had enough now. I was only really interested in like the technology bit, like the sights and yeah. Yeah, it was cool actually. Again, like something I'll never experience again, but like, you know, yeah, it's something. It's good to do while you're there, I suppose.
Well, you told me like you had a chance to shoot, but you didn't really want to, or did you?
Yeah, so we went to a firing range that same day, and I was already like quite happy with just even holding the weapon was a bit too much. Like not too much, but it was a bit too much. Like, it was a bit like that's enough for me. I'm satisfied. And also the day before was the weed day, so we were a bit like dead basically, and I was just like, I don't feel comfortable like firing a weapon. It's not something I'm overly excited for anyway, and it was just a bit like, I'll just leave it.
If you didn't do the weed before, would you have done it? Would you think, or no?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you got. I think it was like. I think the guy was saying it was like probably about $80, and that's without the ammo as well. So you have to pay for the ammo that you fire. But then you also get. I think it was like an extra £40 for every person you added on. But then you'd be in the same range basically, and I was a bit like, I don't want to be in the same range. Like I want to fire alongside someone. So then it'd just be like another like, and then you pay for ammo. So it's probably comes about $100 just to fire a weapon. I was a bit like, do you know what? I'm not that fast. I'm a bit like, I'm probably not like technically sober as well, and like, like I said, like yeah, the day before was well, just like I said, like holding the weapon was enough for me, and
yeah, fair enough.
Again, if we went back, I'd probably do it, but you know, it's such a alien experience for me to like,
yeah, would be. I think it would be for any Brit. I know there's people out there like, yeah, I don't mind, I'll shoot a gun, but anybody's going to take a minute and go, oh, hold on a minute, this is a lot of power in my hand right now, shit.
Yeah, like, it's suddenly like, something dawns on you, doesn't it? Like, yeah.
It's like, like, if I was crazy and I could turn around and pop the guy's dead, like, that's wild.
That's wild, isn't it? Yeah. And I think that was it, mostly. Yeah, it's just we had a trip back. Got the plane back from New York, from JFK, and yeah, it's not too much to say. I mean, I've already told you most of it anyway, but there's like little things I've missed, but yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was a good journey. It was good to see Ryan, and
yeah.
He did say he's going to come see us next year, so
he needs to.
We'll see if he actually does it.
Well, we actually just for the first time in probably like 10 years, we actually all gamed together, like when we were back in school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was saying
Skype days.
I was saying it's nice. It's nice. I always try and like, if I see Ryan on, I always try and come on because I know it's like kind of a rarity for him to be on.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh shit, we'll get Craig on as well. Like, yeah, it's good. It was a good session.
Well, no, we already planned it, and then you sent a picture of what we were up to. It's like, yeah, I'll jump on. I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It was good to catch. It was good to have the SEAL squad back together again. Little inside joke.
Yeah. And he's actually I hadn't told you yet, but he booted up his PS5 again because he wanted to get the trophies on it. So he actually
for Skate.
Yeah, so we've all been playing Skate. I haven't played it too much. I maybe like 2 or 3 days of it now, but he was like, I would say. So basically, he started his whole save again because that's what he does. Even though you can it is like a cross save game anyway. I think he's using another email. And then, and yeah, he was just like, oh, I bet you're well ahead of me. And like, and then we were comparing levels, and like, I was like, no, dude, you're like so far ahead. He's like started a new account and he's already better than me. I was like, what the fuck? It's just a Ryan thing to do.
That's the thing about Ryan, though. It's so fucking annoying. When we were growing up, we were playing FIFA, and I would be like playing the new FIFA like non-stop. I'd have a good. He'd just come on and just beat me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Any game as well. It was so frustrating about how he could do it.
But yeah, that's actually, to be fair, that's probably the only new thing I've played these 3 months.
I think for me as well, yeah. I think Skate's been the only interesting thing. My gaming's been boring, bro.
I think a lot of things have been pushed to next quarter. I know Battlefield's out next week.
If I was anyone else, I'd be getting shit out before May next year.
Basically, yeah, because we were gonna have a GTA podcast at some point, but that's not happening now. So, I mean, it might still happen next year, but
I'm sure we'll do one still, but it just won't be weekly.
Yeah, it won't be one of our weekly ones. Yeah. No, Skate's really fun actually.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question.
All right.
What are you looking forward to in the next 3 months?
All right.
For our final quarter.
So
Any goals?
We've been looking at properties. Literally, the first one we went to, we were like, "Oh, actually, this is quite nice," and we're gonna have a second viewing next weekend. And yeah, we're hoping that maybe it might be the place to move into. So hopefully by next quarter, probably not move in, but like at least like get something like started.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're doing really. Yeah, just kind of like round off the podcast a bit. Yeah, and I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about Trackmania anymore because like I don't know. Some of the weeks have been a bit hit and miss recently. Viewership wise. I haven't even put one out this week because I've just been so busy with my car trying to get it through an MOT. But yeah, but yeah, nothing really. I don't think. I'm just sort of like I just want to rest. I think.
Yeah. Been a busy year for you.
It has been. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, we got the house. We're doing house viewings. We're doing wedding venue viewings as well. But we're pretty like settled on the first one we went to. We're just sort of like going to the others just to, I don't know, have a look at them.
It's good to have options.
Yeah, I'll tell you about some of them later. But yeah, it's just like interesting to see what they might do and like how they'd like Also, we got free coffee at the first one we went to, so I was a bit like, yeah, that's already good,
Sold.
Yeah, give me some of that champagne. But yeah. No, what about yourself?
For me, mate, it's one thing for me. I need to get done, mate, and that's driving. I want to get that done.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're well on the way.
Yeah, it's
The thing is with
I'm not rushing it.
The thing is like with your parking as well, like it's gonna be like a whole nother learning experience doing it in your own car. So it's like it's good to get the fundamentals down, but honestly, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Yeah.
Every car's sort of like every car's a different size and like different turning circle and yeah, dude. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see what happens in the next quarter. I don't know when we'll do the next quarter because we'll have the Christmas pod and then we'll have I guess it would be the New Year's one, but
Gotta be New Year, mate. We got to end it as we started.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we'll end it on New Year's and then we'll do the bloopers one in the next year.
Yeah, once you got a chance to edit it all together. Because there is quite a few. We fucked up a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I say we.
A lot of them are sort of the same as well. It's just us talking over each other or like doing a bad intro or something. So I don't know how much of it
I'd love to know how many bad intros I've recorded. It's got to be in the 50.
Yeah, I think I think it is.
Half of them I just go because I can't fuck it up and it just annoys me.
Alright. Yeah, should we leave it there?
Are we leaving it there?
I think so.
No worries.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for joining us on Q3.
Yeah.
Look out for a lot more cool things. So by my reckoning, we have 12 left, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got the Quizmas podcast.
We do, hosted by, hopefully, Phoebe herself.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I'll see if she wants to do, see if she actually wants to
a live host this time.
Yeah. Should I ask her now?
Go ask her now.
Phoebe?
Yeah.
Did you want to be the host of the Quizmas this year?
Alright.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's up for that.
Brilliant. So that's a little exclusive for you guys.
Sorry?
I might be busy.
Well, we can do it like a few weeks before Christmas. Doesn't have to be on Christmas.
Whoa, no, don't ruin the magic.
Busy time.
No, we're definitely recording on Christmas Day, actually, yeah.
Yeah. These aren't pre-recorded.
We don't pre-record anything.
No. If anything, we're late sometimes.
Yeah, we're actually in the future. We send videos back into the past. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we got a few things to look forward to. We got the bloopers and
yeah,
and all that.
All right, guys.
Battlefield 6 probably in a few weeks.
We'll see.
Well, I might just.
I did promise Ryan I'd get it. Otherwise, he'd make me. He said so.
He'd make you.
Yeah. It was kind of. I don't really want it. He goes, no, you are. I was like, what?
I think he's pre-ordered it on the console now as well.
How many pre-orders has he got?
I don't know. He just like I don't know. He started getting trophies and he was like, "Oh, I really like trophies again now." And I was like, "What?" Like, okay, fair enough. Alright, dude.
All right.
Yeah, been good chatting with you. And,
Yeah, you too, man.
See you next week.
We will see you guys next week.
Yep.
Ooh, what are we doing this week? Do we know?
No idea.
See you next week.
Alright, bye.